Hello, so today we will be talking about the Solar Plexus Chakra, and this is the fourth in the series, but the third chakra, because the first video I had was just basically a summary on helping you to better understand the chakra system as a whole. All right, so if you have not watched that video, you're going to want to go check out that one because that kind of helps you to understand this whole idea of the chakra system. Also, I did kind of make each of these videos work off of the next video. Now, you don't have to watch them all in order, but it does help. There are aspects that build off of each other in each video, so I will put all the videos down below eventually as I make them all, so that you can watch them all in order if you choose to. Okay, so let's get into this, all right? So the solar plexus chakra, what is that, right? Okay, its other name is Manipura. Now, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I am trying. It's Sanskrit for city of jewels or place of jewels. And this area is in your solar plexus area. It is a bit above your navel and below your rib cage. So it's kind of like in the middle of the two. And this is your place of power, okay? This is your sense of self and your place of self-esteem and all of your power and beingness, okay? This place is so important and so intense. Okay, I know that I've already said that each chakra is important, but again, this one is your place of power, okay? And it is associated with the color yellow. Yellow, and I don't have a whole lot of yellow in my wardrobe, so I may do. Anyway, think of it like the sun. All right, this bright, intense energy of yourself and your beingness. This is your true identity. This is your sense of self-esteem. This is who you are truly meant to be and who you have come here to be and to resonate in this true self. All right. So yeah, it's amazing. This is all about you being you. But I'm moving forward too quickly. Hold on. So let's go back to the root chakra real fast. All right. So the root chakra, remember, that was all about foundation and safety and security, right? We've moved from that root chakra and that sense of safety, and we moved into the sacral chakra, which is that beginning point of beingness and individuality and beginning to express yourself through creativity and connection, right? So that is the second chakra. And as we move from that second chakra into the third chakra, it's again more about connection and relationships, but it's also about expressing your true self. It's about being who you really are and being okay with letting your light shine and being your individual self and being who you uniquely are. This is that chakra. This chakra also loves making choices and taking action, but only if you are doing that in alignment with your truth and your true self and your integrity, all right? So if you are just making choices or forcing things or whatever that are not in alignment with you, that is going to totally throw this chakra out of alignment. So it is important to make choices and take action based on that sense of integrity in yourself and your self-knowingness of who you are. So the more authentic that you can be, the more in alignment this chakra is going to be. You catch my drift here? So yeah, Be yourself. That's what this chakra is all about. So then what challenges this chakra? Well, it's shame, okay? Shame for feeling like you can't be yourself, or it's not okay to be who you are, right? Shame in relationships with others, right? Like, how often have you felt like, oh, I can't be myself with this person, or I won't be accepted, or I need to give in too much of who I am? All these things are going to cause this chakra to go out of balance. So if we compromise our integrity, if we're not speaking our truth, if we are not being who we really are, if we are hiding our light of who we are, all of these are causing troubles for this chakra. This is especially true for when we are kids, right? When you're like this little kid and you learn through your family or friends or whatever that it is not okay to shine your light and be truly who you are, then you take on this sense of shame that you are not good enough, that it is not okay to be who you are, and then you start being somebody else or acting like somebody else or giving away your power or whatever you're doing. It's all based on that sense of self-shame. So in order to balance this chakra, which I will get into more of this later, but I just want to say real quickly that it is so important to examine our relationships with others and what the power play is. You know, do we give up our sense of power to others, or do we try to take other people's power? When we are doing these things, we are putting ourselves totally out of balance for this chakra. So you want to start thinking about, do you give your power away to others? Do you let them freely take your power? Do you play the victim role, or do you try to overpower others? All this is related to this chakra. Now, the organs that are related to this chakra have to do with your digestive system and your metabolism, all right? So think all of your digestive organs, including your pancreas, and as well as everything to do with your metabolism, all right? So all of these things will be affected if this chakra is out of balance. So you may start to see like digestive disorders and all sorts of things like that. Now, before we get into specifically looking at the excessive or deficient aspects of this chakra, I do want to clarify something. I have been doing a little bit of research on all of this concept about excessiveness and deficiency in the chakra energy. And one of the things that I just recently learned is that you can't really ever have a chakra that is too open, okay? So it doesn't quite work like that. All right, so think of it more like a frequency thing, okay? And that whether or not you are in harmony with that frequency or out of harmony, and depending on whether or not you're going in more of a deficient or excessive aspect of being in and out of harmony. So it doesn't mean that you should, let's say if you are excessive in your energy, it doesn't mean that you should diminish your chakra in any way, okay? That is not the understanding of this. It is more about just finding that frequency harmony and getting back. So think of it maybe even easier. Think about it like a radio station, all right? And as you're going through the radio station and trying to find that one that is in alignment and in harmony with this chakra, all right? And so you could go too far this way or too far that way, right? You're not quite on it. You see what I mean about maybe deficient or excessive in that respect, but it doesn't mean that you're diminishing the energy flow of that chakra. So I had that wrong, and I am correcting that now so that you understand the difference. Okay, that being said, let's move into this, all right? So when this chakra is imbalanced in a deficient way, all right, then you are going to feel that lack of power, right? Because this chakra is all about power, your self-power and your self-esteem and all of that energy, right? So if that is deficient, then you are not feeling it, okay? So you are feeling that lack of power, or you are giving away that power, or you are feeling like a victim, okay? So because of that, then maybe your digestive system is also deficient and not having the fuel and fire that it needs. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The element on this chakra is fire, okay? So if you're not feeling that digestive fire, then it is deficient, okay? Now, if it is excessive, it is the other way, then you are too controlling. You have too much of that power and energy, and maybe you're trying to control other people's power and energy. So you see how it works there? So just kind of think of it like that, and that helps you to understand what's going on. And the other thing is, if you have too much of that power, you may also be super full of yourself. Like, you may think that you are the greatest thing ever, right? That you have a huge ego and all of that, all right? So that is that energy as well. Because when you have a healthy chakra, you will have a healthy sense of ego, a healthy sense of self, that you know who you are, that you feel great being who you are, and you're all right saying that, but you're going to do that in a humble and respectful way. You're not going to be just totally full of yourself and bragging all over the place. No, that would be the excessive side. No, you're going to be balanced in it, and you're going to feel really good about being who you are, which means you also have really healthy boundaries with people. Remember how I talked about this in the second chakra? You are going to have really strong, healthy boundaries with people, that you have balanced your ability to have self-power but also healthy relationships with others, okay? So you figured out how to balance those two aspects, because it's so important to be able to shine in your light of who you are with that power and that self-expression and all those other things, right? So that is the balanced sense of that chakra. So let's get into the different ways that you can start to balance this chakra, all right? Now, the first one, and I feel like probably the most important one, is connecting to your internal guidance system. Now, I do have a great video on that. Go check that out, because it'll really help you to better understand what I'm talking about here with the internal guidance system. Now, the internal guidance system is that guidance that helps to hone you towards your authentic self, right? And that's what you're trying to do with this solar plexus chakra, right? Is to help to guide you towards your authentic self, making those authentic choices and taking authentic action, all right? And the best way to do that is by listening to your internal guidance system. Now get this, your internal guidance system is in that same area, okay? So isn't that coincidental, right? Or not, right? Anyway, so learning how to hone in and feel and experience your internal guidance system will help you to become more authentic and to be your true authentic self, and to know what actions to take, what words, what thoughts, or whatever that are authentically you. Okay, so by paying attention to that solar plexus region, where I said is between the navel and the ribs, you will feel whether or not something is in or out of alignment with your authentic self, which is also your higher self, right? Okay, so the more you can feel and sense that, then that will help to guide you on your path towards being that authentic self. Okay? So the next thing that really helps to balance this chakra is, what am I going to say? Meditation, okay? And a great form of meditation is visualization meditation, okay? Where you imagine this chakra, in the solar plexus region, right? And you imagine it as yellow, and you can imagine it glowing and spinning in a clockwise manner and looking healthy and beautiful and all of that. So that's just one way to do it. But there are a lot of meditations that will work. And in fact, there are a lot of guided meditations on YouTube that I highly recommend you go check out. Anyway, I do want to comment real quick though about the visualizing in yellow. This is really funny, and I learned this today too, is that if the color yellow isn't a color that you like or that you identify with as part of, you being authentically you, right? Then the color yellow isn't going to help to open up this chakra at all. Isn't that funny? So find the color that resonates the most with your authentic self, and that is the color that will help to open up this chakra. So yeah, it can really be any color for you. My color would be green because that's my favorite color. So that would open up my chakra. All right. So whatever color means the most for your authentic self is the color that's going to help to open up this chakra. Cool, huh? So yeah, whether or not it's wearing those colors or eating those foods. Now you can still eat yellow foods and things like that, as long as, again, how your authentic self feels about those things, okay? Because again, this chakra is all about catering to your authentic self. So whatever resonates most with you is going to open up this chakra and get it flowing, all right? So if there are certain foods that resonate more with you, now I'm not talking about going crazy with chocolate and all sorts of stuff like that. I mean healthy, balanced foods that make you feel amazing, all right? But again, if you're all right with yellow, then go with yellow foods or yellow colors or yellow stones or things like that. Because again, those are the color of this solar plexus chakra. All right? I hope I made sense with all that. Anyway, let's get into this further. Now, I didn't mention this for all of the chakras, but this is a really good method for all of the chakras, is toning, okay? So each of these chakras has a particular tone. Now, I don't know what they are because I didn't write them down, but it's really easy for you to go find that out and research what they are. However, that being said, if you find specific tones that resonate in those particular areas where the chakras are, that's what's helping to open up and balance those chakras. You're going to want to feel the vibration in the corresponding chakra, all right? Because the more you feel it in that chakra, the more you're helping to wake up and stimulate that chakra in a healthy way. Make sense? Also, moving your body, just like with the other two chakras, because remember, these are the more physical based chakras, right? They are the most dense energies and they are the more physical energies, okay? So, moving your body, all right? Find ways to move your body. Now, are there specific ways that are going to help with this particular chakra? Sure, but you know, the best way is, and see if you can catch how I'm going to say this here. The best way is to do it in accordance with your authentic self. So, what movements resonate with you to express your authentic self? Okay, is it yoga? Is it dance? Is it, you know, ecstatic movement? Is it whatever it is, as long as you're feeling it, it's going to open up that power center. Because remember, you're just trying to connect with your authentic self, your power center, your sense of who you are, and making that choice to say, this is who I am, and this is how I express myself. This is what feels good for me. Okay, and all of that, again, not in an ego-based way, but in a balanced and loving and respectful and honorable way towards yourself and others. This is who I am. This is how I express myself. These are the things that I need, etc., etc. That's being authentically you. Also, get out in that sun. Remember how we talked about the sun? Okay, so get out in that sun. Now, I'm not saying go get burnt, but get some sun on your skin. That is really going to help this chakra. And lastly, start making choices based on who you are, your integrity, and how you want to express yourself, as well as start taking risks, okay? The way that you build your self-esteem and that self-power is by taking risks towards the things that your soul wants to do, right? That's part of your integrity and your knowingness of who you are through your internal guidance system, right? And that is connected to your purpose. So start taking risks and making choices and taking action towards the things that you know that you love, all right? This is a part of that too, all right? And that will really help to strengthen this chakra. So I hope this makes sense. I hope that you're getting the bigger picture of how amazing this chakra is and how important it is to be who you truly are. Honor yourself, right? And just express your uniqueness of who you are and be confident in that uniqueness, that you are here to be you, not somebody else. You're not supposed to be copying everybody else. You're supposed to be uniquely you. And this chakra is all about that self-empowerment, that being, that strength of self. Okay, and using that free will, right, to express the things that are important to you. All right. Anyway, I hope this video has made some sense and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I would also love it if you would share this video. If you think that other people could benefit from it, thank you. That would be great. Please share. Also, if you'd like to work together with me, I do work together with people individually. So my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out and communicate. If you have questions as well, I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you so very much for watching.